Hi, ever wonder what it's like to face a 350-pound lineman who wants to smash you into the ground? I know what that feels like. Scott Mitchell here, and I want to tell you about my podcast, Helmets Off, where I talk about the pressures of being an NFL quarterback and some of the other pressures pro athletes face when the helmet is off. It's a podcast, and you can get it free on Google Play, Apple Podcasts, and at KSLSports.com.
Hi, Michelle Barber here, aka Style Queenie, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about how you can find your own unique style. Now, I've talked a little bit about this in the past, but I actually had somebody reach out to me and ask me, well, you talk about how to find your unique style, but how do you actually do that? And I really thought about that for a minute, because to me, I'd always kind of known what my style was. I'd always kind of just felt it. And so I had to really go and think about it and think about, was there something that influenced me? Was there something that made me go down the path that I go down? Something that kind of made me feel good about something when I was wearing it. And so the whole point to me about having your own style is letting it reflect your personality. We all have unique personalities. So our style is really about showing our personality through what we wear, or how we accessorize, or anything like that. And so as I thought about it, I kind of went back, I thought back to my childhood, and I did a little bit of research online too, because what I realized is that I know that I may know mine instinctually, but not everybody does, and it's not as easy for everybody as it is for others. So one of the greatest regrets in life is being what others want you to be rather than being yourself. Well, we would never allow that to happen in our personality, so why let that happen with our style? So I want to talk a little bit about just some ideas that I have that can help you express your personality through what you wear. How to kind of go back to basics and think about where to start. The ideas that you can have that will help you feel comfortable in what you're wearing, because ultimately, having your own unique style, dressing the way that shows your personality, is really about you feeling comfortable with who you are and how you look. So I want to take just a really short break, and when we come back, I want to cover my top 5 ways that will help you figure out what your own unique style is. So we'll be right back.
What's up, everybody? I'm Mike Wilson with Any Hour Services, and we're proud to help bring you this podcast. If you ever need a resource for information about your home's electrical, plumbing, heating, or air conditioning system, you can find Any Hour Services on Facebook, YouTube, or online at anyhourservices.com.
Hi, welcome back. When we left, I said I was going to cover my top 5 ways to help you feel more comfortable in finding your unique style. So let's do that right now. The first one, I think, and this one's a really important one, because who is your style icon? Do you feel more drawn to a Marilyn Monroe style? Are you more a classic Audrey Hepburn? Do you like the styles that Beyonce wears? What is it that makes you feel most at home when you look at this person? And it doesn't have to obviously be one of these 3, but which icon or which person that you know do you really look up to and really like the way that they dress? It feels good to you. That's what you need to do, is you need to identify that person, because then it's easy to kind of look at the styles, the things that they do, the way they hold themselves, the things, the way they walk even, and you can kind of emulate that. It makes it easier than reinventing the wheel, because we all have a style icon. I love Marilyn Monroe. I love a little bit of Audrey Hepburn. I kind of have a combination of different things. I love all of the accessories that Audrey Hepburn wears, and of course Jackie O is awesome. So I kind of know the women that I am drawn to, and those are the ones that I like to try and emulate. So the next one is, what's your signature piece? Well, you all know that I love shoes. So for me, shoes is the number one thing. I will put together an outfit and I gotta have a pair of shoes that just really pops and stands out. And so that's my signature style. That is something that I know anybody that kind of knows me knows. I'm going to always be drawn to the shoes first. And that's what they notice about me. Jackie O, the oversized sunglasses, that was her signature style. So what's yours? What is something that you could do that is your signature style? The next one. Okay, so we're gonna all have a good day. We're all gonna be able to pick out an outfit, and that day we're going to feel amazing. So on that day, take a picture. Remind yourself down the road what you looked like when you were wearing that outfit. You're going to remember the feelings, all of that kind of thing, because sometimes we forget about things that we've worn in the past or things that we've done. So if you have a picture, it's gonna make it easier when you're creating your style because you kind of know where to start from. The next one is stick to being you. Okay, anybody that tells you that you should look a certain way really doesn't have the right to tell you how to do that because it's really about what makes you feel comfortable. If you're trying to follow some trends and that doesn't feel quite right to you, then you shouldn't be doing it. If you are hearing, some of the podcasts or video blogs or even just newspaper articles or magazine articles that are telling you should be a certain way and it just doesn't feel quite right, then don't do it. It's really about you being who you are. The next one is find a way to stand out from the crowd. Now, this doesn't have to be really, really extreme. It really doesn't have to be that you are wearing, like I'm wearing gold tights here and red boots and a leather skirt. That is something that I felt good wearing, but that doesn't mean that that's what you have to do. If you feel comfortable and you really want to stand out from the crowd and you're not comfortable in wearing something really, really out there and being really gregarious, that's fine. Maybe just try a pair of earrings like this or just something that will cause somebody to kind of notice what you're doing. And it could even be just wearing a pop of red lipstick. It could be something really simple. So if you are comfortable and that makes you feel good, then find a way to stand out from the crowd. So, we all have ways that we act. We all act differently. We all come from different backgrounds. We all have different lives, essentially. So why would our style be the same? Why would we allow ourselves to just kind of follow what everybody else is doing? I think if you feel good about who you are, then your style should reflect who you are. So I wanted to remind you about my blog, which is stylequeenie.com, and my social media. And if you haven't gone and checked them out before, go see some of the other topics that we've written about. And then also don't forget to go to the FM100 app or fm100.com and watch my past podcasts, see some of the topics that we've covered. And if we haven't covered something and you're really interested and want to kind of find out my opinion, because I know I have lots of opinions, but they work for me, may not work for you. But if you want to hear about it, let me know. I would love to hear from you. You can reach out to me on my blog. My email is on there. So I would love to hear from you. Until next time, cheerio.